Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk to you about stress and overwhelm. And before we get started, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you all for watching and liking a few likes, but I really appreciate you all joining me here. I'm enjoying being here and just sharing things around life. And hopefully, you are finding some things that are giving you insight on your own personal life in ways that can encourage you and inspire you to continue to move forward. And today, I want to just share tips around stress and how to look at it, because definitely in our 20s, we feel stressed, we feel overwhelmed. And I most definitely felt it in my 20s. And the truth is, you're going to feel it through every decade. But I think if we continue to choose habits and practice new things that help us, that's what grounds us and makes it not easier. It just feels easier because we become, I won't even say use the word stronger, but we've developed habits. Yes, everything is about habits, how we think, how we process things. So when it comes to stress, we know stress is, I like to look at it as two ways. Is this healthy or unhealthy? We cannot avoid stress. There's no way to avoid stress if you're a human. That's a part of being a human being. Every day we wake up, we do things, we have events, we have schedules, we have roles, we have things we have to do, and stress is a part of that. So I would say first start in your 20s definitely to say, is this healthy or unhealthy? You have to acknowledge where the stress comes from. Is this healthy or unhealthy stress? Now, how do you determine whether something's healthy or unhealthy? You need to look at, when do you feel stress? Is it when you wake up in the morning and nothing's going on? That's probably an environment thing, external or internal, some things, but stress typically comes from pressures or just the day-to-day routine or grind. You can look in your areas of like career. I always say in your 20s, your work environment, your friendships, your relationships, dating, romantic relationships, whether you're married or dating, those areas are definitely areas in which we can look to see if there's any stressors there. In other roles, you may be a mother or have some type of parental, obligation, any major transition you're going through, if you're pregnant or getting married or transitioning to new jobs or moving out of state or to a new location, all of these things bring stressors. So again, healthy would be things that we're choosing to do. Unhealthy stressors often come, I know for me, came from external pressures or feeling like I need to do or should have done, and that's unhealthy. So we have to identify where the stress is coming from. Is it healthy or unhealthy? The unhealthy, we need to eliminate it. We have to eliminate it, get it out of our life, make the choices around that so that we could just continue to move forward in life and understand that healthy stresses are a part of this. So now that we've eliminated the unhealthy, we have the healthy with us every day, meaning we feel stressed, whatever the case is. These are just general things that we can do. I've chosen to do, and I still do. Some are new practices. So I would say develop practices that help you throughout each day, that help you throughout the week. I'm big on a fitness journey. You can find some type of exercise that you need to do or can do, whether it's through yoga, through thought process, journaling, mental exercise. These are all exercises or just things that we do to strengthen our muscles, whether it's physical, whether it's mental. Again, I personally like fitness. I actually now incorporate a lot more breathing exercises in my life, which I wish I had started in my 20s. I didn't. Not necessarily yoga, but literally I stopped. Janville, breathe. I'm more of an anxious type person style, and I've talked about that. Like, breathe. You're safe. You're loved. Calm down. Slow down. And that's again, and just developing habits, stopping in the midst of whatever you're doing and breathing new life into your life, because breath is life. So breathing practices or exercises are great. Go for a walk, connect with nature. These are things they do, and it's been proven they eliminate stress. Using scents around your home and just creating an environment that's warm, using music, soft music, taking baths, showers, whatever it is that soothes you, that calms you. These are stress relievers, whether they happen at the beginning of your day, the middle of your day, at the end of your day, once a week. You have to find ways to incorporate stress relievers, okay? So we know it's healthy or unhealthy. We now have incorporated these practices, these habits. Yes, they feel weird sometimes. Yes, they can feel uncomfortable. Yeah, you don't feel like doing them, but it's a choice. Everything is a choice. We either pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And we on this thing, we talking about discipline, and it's just simply showing up when we don't feel like it. So incorporate those things that help you with your stress, okay? Now, the next thing, which is the final thing, and I know it may feel like I'm saying this again, but yes, you have to do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. That's the part of the discipline piece. usually and oftentimes when we're stressed, we have a long to-do list that maybe it feels overwhelming because we have so much to do. Maybe you need to look and see how you can chunk things, maybe, and I call it chunk, meaning figure out what's most important to do today in this season of your life. But if everything's on your plate or everything on your list is what you should be doing, then you just have to do it. Oftentimes we're stressed because we put off things for tomorrow that we should be doing today, put off those conversations that we should be doing today, and we're trying to have them tomorrow. I'm guilty. But the truth is, stress does come from not doing things. If you have goals, if you have a productive life, if you have a fulfilling life, it's going to feel stressful, but it is healthy. And unhealthy stress, as we know, it leads to illnesses, diseases, blockages in our body, and we're not going there because we're going to start here. So there's other practices for that, and seeking help, seeking advice, all for that. I know sometimes it may seem like I don't speak a lot about that because I do believe in a lot of internal work, but I know there's definitely support systems, which we're big on that, support systems, therapists, and people that can help you. But I always say sometimes for me, definitely neglecting things that I already possess, tools that I was born with. And oftentimes they get covered up through life's duties, and I don't figure out how to use the tools, how to use them. So let's use these tools that we have within ourselves and lower the stress in our lives, or at least understand it and organize it, and continue to put one foot forward as we continue to do this thing called life. So again, identify, is it healthy or unhealthy? Find ways to reduce those stressors in your life, and then just do it. As Nike says, again, we have to do the things that we know we need to do. Stay true and continue to show it for yourself in your own special way. Until next time, thank you for joining us here.